Okay, let's unpack this. If you've been following the whispers in the realms, Mortal Kombat is back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's promising, well, more blood, more battles, and honestly, some truly surprising twists.
Definitely seeing that.
Today, we're diving deep into the new Mortal Kombat 2 trailer and all the buzz around it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Our mission, really, is to understand what this sequel reveals about, its iconic characters, the redefined lore, the brutal action.
And what it means for a franchise's future.
Exactly. It feels like a cinematic journey into a universe that, well, never quite stays dead.
Right. And what's compelling here, I think, is how this deep dive isn't just about a movie. It's about the evolution of this whole universe.
Yeah.
And like the tricky art of adapting really complex lore for a new generation. How do you reinvent while staying true to those violent roots?
Totally. And speaking of reinvention, right at the core of it seems to be Johnny Cage.
Oh, for sure.
He's always been that cocky, charismatic, the funny Hollywood guy.
Comic relief, basically.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But the trailer immediately suggests he's moving way beyond just comic relief this time.
Mm-hmm.
And the detail that jumped out at me, and I know it sparked huge discussions online, Karl Urban.
Oh, yeah. Karl Urban as Cage.
Stepping into those iconic shades, given his roles in the Boys and Dredd,
Uh-huh. Very tough role.
it feels like he's bringing a different kind of intensity, maybe, some real experience to Cage's usual bravado.
Yeah, it hints at a more serious tone, maybe even like protagonist level stuff for him, someone you're actually rooting for.
Right.
And stepping back, this isn't just, a big role for Cage. It feels like they're framing it as his movie.
That's a huge statement.
It is.
Yeah.
And a massive course correction from the first film, remember?
Yeah.
Which focused on Cole Young, the new guy.
Right, the MMA fighter.
Yeah. So this shift kind of shows a rare agility from the studio, like how fan feedback can genuinely steer these big franchises.
That's pretty interesting. It's not just fan service then.
No, I think it's more strategic, a pivot. But don't worry, the sunglasses, the attitude, the flashy moves.
That's all there.
Oh yeah, perfectly intact. Very true to the game's DNA. So it really underlines how audience demand can shape these things.
Okay, so that shift in focus on a character is huge. But the sequel seems to be making even bolder moves, playing with the actual lore and timelines from the games.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Boon himself, the creator, said Mortal Kombat 2 is, quote, not just a tournament, but a battle with massive consequences.
Right, which implies, a much broader scope, higher stakes than maybe we saw before.
It really feels that way.
But then the crucial question is, how does a film pull off that kind of multiverse logic from the games?
Without confusing everyone.
Exactly, without alienating new viewers or just collapsing under its own complexity.
Yeah.
And what the sources suggest is, well, it's pretty smart.
Okay.
For one, there's this score tracking system. Fighters will apparently be visibly marked with wins and losses.
Oh, interesting. Like in the game selection screen.
Sort of, yeah. And it's not just visual flair, it's a narrative device. It makes every single fight mean something tangible in this bigger game.
So it elevates the stakes of each fight.
Precisely. It brings a core game mechanic into the film, making the film feel more authentically like the game.
Gotcha.
And also, the Mortal Kombat games, they have this long history of alternate timelines, shocking resurrections.
Oh, yeah, nobody really stays dead.
Right. And the film seems to be embracing that. It allows for surprising twists, introduces this idea of a less linear, maybe more strategic tournament.
Where outcomes ripple across realms.
Yeah, exactly. So while the core brutality is still there, the structure, the motivations,
Yeah.
they're shifting.
Okay, speaking of resurrections and twists, Mortal Kombat never lets death get in the way, does it?
Yeah, really.
The first film had some pretty definitive ends for certain characters, but this trailer confirms a load of familiar faces are back.
Yep.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya Blade, Liu Kang, Wine, Jax, Raiden.
The whole crew, basically.
But the real shocker, the thing that got everyone talking, was seeing Kano and Kung Lao again.
Right, because they absolutely died in the last movie, visibly.
Yeah. My first thought was, how do you bring them back without just cheapening everything?
Well, and this is where it gets compelling, I think. The film seems to be leaning right into the game's own lore for bringing characters back,
Okay.
which adds layers of potential drama. The most likely explanation from the hints is these ghost forms.
Ghost forms, like spectral versions.
Kind of, yeah. Undead warriors brought back through dark magic, maybe time warping, something like that.
Yep.
And this is totally consistent with the games, resurrection, soul manipulation, it's all standard stuff there.
Yeah.
So longtime fans won't bat an eye.
Right, it fits the established roles.
Exactly. And narratively. It opens up so many possibilities. Emotional showdowns with former allies, fighting twisted versions of heroes.
Potential redemption arcs. Or maybe they become even worse.
Could be either. It completely changes the stakes when death isn't final. It pushes the story's emotional boundaries,
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's not just the returning dead, right? The roster is expanding quite a bit.
Oh yeah, new blood.
Key new additions. And they don't look like filler. We've got Katana, played by Adeline Rudolph, skilled fighter, royal lineage.
And the fans. Can't forget the deadly fans.
Of course. And then Shao Kahn. Martin Ford playing him. The big bad warlord himself.
The ultimate villain from the games, yeah. Huge presence.
And there are hints of others too, like Queen Sindel, maybe Baraka, Quan Chi.
Possibly. The trailer keeps some things under wraps.
Yeah.
But just focusing on Kitana and Shao Kahn,
Yeah.
these additions, they don't just diversify the fights. They seriously expand the world building. More realms, more narratives to explore.
How so?
Well, think about Kitana and Shao Kahn, that father-daughter dynamic. That could be like Game of Thrones level political drama
Oh, wow, yeah. Power, loyalty, betrayal.
within this brutal empire, exactly. And then you have their powers. Kitana's fans, Shao Kahn's hammer. They aren't just weapons.
They're game changers.
Literally. They add new combat styles, new magic. Plus, Mortal Kombat always thrives on shifting loyalties.
True.
So these new characters, they promise twists, new alliances, betrayals. It ramps up the whole political landscape of the realms.
Okay, so we've got returning characters, new characters, deeper lore. What about the action? The 2021 film had some great, brutal stuff.
Oh yeah, the fatalities were intense.
For sure. But I remember some criticism too. Tonal inconsistency, maybe choppy pacing sometimes.
There was some of that, yeah.
Yeah.
But this new trailer, it strongly suggests lessons were learned. The action looks like it's getting a significant upgrade.
Oh. Smoother.
Definitely smoother, yeah. More cinematic. The fight choreography just looks cleaner, more game accurate too.
Okay.
And we seem to be getting longer battles, sequences that really show off signature moves, combo-inspired stuff. A huge nod to the games.
Nice. And the fatalities. Still R-rated brutal.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like creative fatalities are back in a big way. Over-the-top, blood-soaked finishers, just like you'd expect.
Okay, good to know. Or maybe bad, depending on your stomach.
Yeah. I mean, that spine rip in the first film, sounds like they might top it.
Wow.
Plus, there's more focus on signature weapons. Liu Kang's fire, Jax's arms, now Kitana's fans.
Right, integrating those unique elements more.
Exactly. And that moment in the trailer, the ultimate fan service bit. Johnny Cage doing the split kick low blow.
The classic.
Yes, that scream of nostalgia. That's what fans want. That perfect blend of like humor and brutal effectiveness. It shows they get it.
It really feels like they're listening to the fans on multiple levels.
It seems that way. It's smart, brutal action, respecting the source material's identity.
Okay, so all this action, character stuff, lore, it's building to the October 24th release, right around Halloween.
Prime spot.
But it is stepping into a crowded arena, isn't it? Video game movies are having a moment.
They really are.
You've got, a Street Fighter reboot may be coming. The Sonic movies are huge. Super Mario Bros. Bro crackers.
Yeah, it's competitive. And the deeper challenge there is, can an R-rated film relying on a specific fan base carve out its niche?
Good question. Can it?
Well, Mortal Kombat II has a strong case. First, that built-in fan base. Decades of loyal gamers. That's huge.
Very dedicated group.
And unlike the PG-13 adaptations, it fully embraces the R-rated gore and brutality. That's what the core audience wants, and often doesn't get elsewhere.
True, it doesn't pull punches.
Then you add Karl Urban's star power, brings recognition, credibility, And if it hits max for streaming,
Like the first one did.
yeah, that could mean huge global access again.
Yeah.
And just look online. The trailer's trending, memes everywhere, fan theories.
The buzz is definitely there.
It's not just another movie release for these fans. It feels like a cultural event.
Okay, but what really grabbed me and where I think the future stuff gets interesting is how Mortal Kombat 2 isn't just being framed as a sequel. It feels like a launch pad.
For a whole cinematic universe, potentially.
Exactly. Like we're looking beyond this film. Deeper lore, new realms like Edania, Outworld. It sets the stage for Mortal Kombat 3 and more.
Absolutely. The potential's there.
And not just movies, right? Spin-off shows. Maybe a Raiden origin or something about the Lin Kuei.
Yeah, you could easily see that, exploring the history, the rivalries. And think about game tie-ins.
Oh yeah, a new game or DLC linked to the movie.
Huge synergy potential there. And Ed Boon himself has teased this idea of interconnected universes.
Like the games do, with the reboots and alternate timelines.
Exactly. Mirroring how the games handle timeline reboots, different realms, character revamps. It's ambitious. Big roadmap.
It really is.
So yeah, ultimately this deep dive really shows how Mortal Kombat 2 is, well, upping the stakes in every single way.
Totally.
Putting Johnny Cage front and center, twisting timelines, bringing back dead characters, adding these major new threats. It's a calculated escalation.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener, watching all this unfold?
I think it raises a fascinating question, really.
Which is?
How can these long-running franchises keep reinventing themselves without losing what made them special in the first place?
Yeah, that's the balancing act.
And what kind of legacy does that create for the films, for the games they come from? Mortal Kombat 2 feels like more than just another adaptation.
Agreed. It promises a bloody good time, for sure.
And maybe, just maybe, a whole new era of Mortal Kombat storytelling that fully embraces all its wild, complex lore. So, mark your calendars. October 24th. It's going to be fatal.